Hi Taurus, welcome to Moonbeam's Messages. This is your collective July reading. Now, as this is a collective reading, not everything will resonate, so please only take what resonates and leave what doesn't. If you don't find any messages in this for yourself, then please check your other placements where you are likely to find a message in there. All right, let's get straight into this. Spirit, can we get some cards, please, for Taurus? What is going on in July? What's going on in July for Taurus, please, Spirit? You keep chucking things at me, don't you? Okay, so the overall energy we have is the Prince of Winter for the month. So seek out intellectual solution to your problem. The need to need to act quickly and decisively, sudden or unexpected change. So very much here, there's going to be some fast action, possibly some messages coming forward, some sort of truths. But yeah, it feels to me like it's going to be a month of activity for you. Now, at the start of the month, we have unity. So do the right thing for the right reason. Compare traditional versus new approaches to see which works for you. A spiritually minded community. Now, this feels very much like you're going to be possibly in a higher level of commitment at the beginning of the month, or you could be meeting somebody that is going to be higher level of commitment. It might not be. It could be that you've got somebody that you've got a lot of faith in at the beginning of the month, starring quite heavily in your life. Um, you could just be having faith in the universe here at the beginning of the month. Let's get some clarity on what that unique card is. Maybe you've embracing spirituality. Feel like it's more that you're going to be finding somebody that you're going to be maybe seeing as a potential long-term partner here. I've got an Ace of Cups in the upright, so something very a new passionate, not passionate, a new emotional start, something that's going to bring you a lot of happiness, a lot of joy, and fill that emotional cup for you. Now, it looks as though it's coming from a Page of Wands. So possibly a fire sign here, Leo, Sagittarius, Aries. It could be that you are going to be, whatever this emotional thing is to do with travel. I feel like it's more person though. They're coming to give you some sort of message, um, possibly wanting to start a friendship, and you might be seeing it as something that you could, see a lot more with. It could be the very start of a new relationship, something that you're going to find a lot of passion in here. And yeah, a lot of emotions. Now, whatever it is, we have a Four of Cups in the reverse. So this is suggesting that you know what it is that you want and you know what it is that's good for you. You are seeing everything for what it is. You're appreciating everybody that's around you as well. So yeah, absolutely beautiful start to the month there. It does very much suggest that you may have maybe going into a relationship with somebody that you could see as being your long term happy and that they are potentially the person for you. That's lovely. Now, your challenge, we have a Princess of Winter. So, information that can help you, but that which may be difficult to hear, speaking the truth with kindness, an indigo child or adult. So, possibly there is some communication that's coming in, some sort of truth that, yeah, it could be a bitter pill to swallow, but it is something that you need to hear. Might not necessarily be something nice, but it is something that you need to know about. Now, it does suggest that this person may have been watching for a while as well, um, before they come charging in to give you this message. Whatever it is, it doesn't suggest that it's very tactful. And it may very well have something to do with your finances and work. I've got an Eight of Pentacles here in the upright. So this could have something to do with something you've been working really hard on. very much putting a lot of time and energy into with regards to something that you find, I'm not going to say enjoyable because work isn't always enjoyable, is it? If you're in your job for you, then congratulations. There's a lot of us that are just in work to pay our bills, and obviously we do things that we enjoy on the side. But yeah, this is suggesting that you put a lot of time and a lot of energy into something, and you're going to be hearing a message about it, and it's going to create a tower. Now, this isn't necessarily a drastic tower. It might not be something like an end of a job that's going to, like it doesn't suggest dismissal or anything like that. It could just be that if you were hoping for a promotion, it could have disintegrated. Maybe the promotion's no longer there. Maybe your company's downsizing. They're going to look at redundancies, but not for a couple of months. Maybe there was a certain project that you were working towards and it's been cancelled. It does suggest that it's something that you've been working hard on, you've put a lot of beliefs into, you've put a lot of effort and time into trying to make it a success. You've got to readjust certain parts of it. You might be having to, how do I put it? If it's a project, for instance, at work, and you believe as that the way that you've done it is absolutely amazing. It's spot on. It's going to, tick off all the boxes. And then someone says, "Oh no, you've missed something. This needs doing instead." But it's completely different to what you would have done. So you have to go and you've got to redo not all of it, but a chunk of it. That's very much what this tower in reverse is suggesting to me. Something that you've got to go and relook at parts of what you've been doing in order to rebuild it better. I do have a fall in the reverse as well. So it is going to make you hesitate. It's going to make you question whether or not you're doing the right thing. And that is purely because you had a lot of belief in this. You put a lot of work and effort into it already. And now you're questioning, what is the point? Why should I have bothered doing it? And it's purely because of this message that is coming in. I don't feel like it's a bad thing, to be completely honest. I do feel like it's something that is just work related. Now, like I say, it could be potentially redundancies coming in the near future, and you could be not necessarily near future, in the distant future, and it could be you going, "Oh my God, what am I going to do now?" But it's a good chunk away to give you time to look at what to do and work out plans and things like that. So it doesn't look as though it's an immediate disruption to anything. It is going to be something that you've got to adjust over time. Now, when you do get through this obstacle, that very much could be what it is. You've just started this brand new relationship, and all of a sudden, you've got to put in loads of overtime at work. That could be a massive obstacle to a new relationship, let's face it, because you've got to readjust something and you're wondering, is it worth it? What's going to happen? Oh my God, my new relationship. But whatever is going on, when you've got through that challenge, the outcome, I've got the King of Spring. So very much this Page of Wands turns into a king, you know, very much suggesting that there's been going to be progression here. Financial windfall, your leadership skills are needed now, an unexpected supporter of your cause. So potentially, if this is a big project that you've been working on, you've got to readjust something. You could very well be getting a payout from that. Very much so. Now, it could just be that what you find is this person here, that you're getting into this relationship with potentially. I mean, it might not even be a relationship. It could be a new job that you find emotionally fulfilling. And it could be very much somebody to come in to give you the job. Now, it could very well be that you find that you've got a massive supporter potentially within that job, possibly the boss. Somebody that is there that's going to give you some good inspiration. They're going to keep you motivated. Um, very much giving you any advice you need. Sorry, I just got really distracted by a cat running across the road. Cats could be something for some of you. Maybe you've got a cat, ginger one. Could be particularly Sorry, I'm completely distracted. Yeah, that could be something significant for some of you. Ginger cat, maybe. There may have been some betrayal, some stabbing in the back on your way to this. Possibly whoever has decided they need everything reworking might have thought that you were going to fail, but you're proving them wrong. You're very much going, "Ah, I'm getting it done. I've got my supporter here, but it doesn't matter what you think. I'm very much doing me. I am very much being the boss. I'm dealing with it. I'm working away from any sabotage. I'm just owning it. You have got a death card here, so you are going to be transforming from this. You're very much going to be learning a lesson, and it's to do with this tower card. And it could very well be that you're just learning to be a bit more flexible. Maybe you were a little bit rigid in your approach before. It could even be that you're learning that actually putting a lot of time and energy into something at work might not necessarily be as worth it as you thought it was. Um, it just suggests that you are going to be learning a little bit of a lesson here from things that have gone on. As daft as it sounds, it could be a very small lesson that you're learning, and it could be something along the lines of maybe you have decided that, sorry, my Fitbit has just decided to tell me that I'm doing a run. So if any of you have just been running before you watch this, or you're listening to me as you're running, that's going to be confirmation for some of you. Um, that's two completely different random distractions that have just hit. It's not very often I get really distracted in tarot readings, but they're just two completely random ones. Right. So yeah, so it could very well be that this transition that you're going through, it could be a minor one, and it could be something as simple as when you start a project, you might have an idea and you might run with it before checking that that's what somebody wants. And it could be something as small as learning not to betray yourself by going off and doing so much work before double checking that somebody actually wants it, um, in that particular way. But whatever it is, you're going to be transforming. You're opening new doors of opportunities up here. Whatever has happened has happened. You are going to very much be opening up new opportunities and you are going to be loving it. You're very much going to have emotional fulfillment. It's something that you've been working hard on and that you really, really want. So, yeah, it's a really good outcome there. I actually really like that. You've got a lot of, yeah, like I say, an action-centered month. Very much looks like you're going to be doing some serious hard work as well as being involved in a new relationship. You might feel very drained and tired, and it could be what this Ten of Swords is. I know it's usually about betrayal and walking away from betrayal because you've been stabbed in the back, but it could just be that you're really tired because, everything that's been going on. Obviously, he's dead on the floor. I'm not saying you're going to be dead on the floor, but you could just be really tired and you just might feel like collapsing on the floor from exhaustion. But you're going to be happy with your outcome. It is opening up new doors for you. And whatever this is, they are going to continue to support you all the way through, which is absolutely lovely. Right, let's get you Whispers of the Ocean oracles. They're jumping out and attacking me. So we've got Dancing in the Rainbow and Gliding Through the Currents. So, dancing in the rainbow, then, break free from whatever you feel is holding you back. Express happiness. Find out what you truly desire. Oh, I didn't see that one. So, gliding through the currents, then, with a different approach, you will glide through a situation with ease and grace, going inward and bringing your understanding, perspective, or behavior into the flow will help your dreams take flight. Now, that could very well be what this Princess of Winter is all here. You're having to look at things from a different perspective and rebuild it. And then enjoy the journey. Stay present and flexible. Many changes are going on for you and around you. These changes are not only good but necessary. Being Bring your awareness into the now rather than focusing on the past or the future. So don't focus on what you've already, how hard you've worked. Just focus on the now, what you've got to do now. And yeah, go with the flow and just stay as flexible as you can. And that's very much what I was saying. It could be that you take things from a rigid approach and you're learning that you need to be a little bit more flexible here. But like I say, it's going to open up some absolute beautiful doors for you um to move forward into the future, which is lovely. And this future looks like it's going to be involving a king of spring or queen, female, gender's fluid. So whatever way you want to put it, it's just personality traits. Right. I hope that you enjoyed your reading today. If you did, don't forget to hit that thumbs up button. It will help pass the message on to anyone else that needs to hear it. And if you want to hear more from me and you haven't subscribed already, if you press the subscribe button and press the notification bell, it will let you know when I do post new content. Thank you to all of you that have subscribed already. It is much appreciated. It helps the channel grow and it helps pass the message out as well. Yeah. Thank you for joining me today, Taurus, and good luck.